Hi, my name is Laura Phipps, and I am a board-certified behavior analyst who works in the Pediatric Feeding Disorders Department at UNMC. And today I'm going to talk about practical mealtime routines, as your routines and your child's routines have probably changed, and that's okay. The first recommendation that we have is to figure out your new schedule and routine. Now that things have changed, it is okay to build a new meal schedule that works for your family right now. For example, perhaps you eat breakfast at 9 a.m. now instead of at 7 a.m. Another recommendation is to make meals time-based for your child. So instead of ending the meal based on how long it takes the child to eat, you end the meal when the time is up. A general rule of thumb is 15-minute snacks and 30 minutes for meals. However, when you do make a change, try to stick to it for a couple of days if you can. For example, if you switch to 9 a.m. for breakfast and your child doesn't eat much, maybe try breakfast at 9 a.m. again the next day to see what happens. Another suggestion is to try to have your child eat in the same location or place every day, like the kitchen table. If they're going to eat in the living room, try to limit distractions like the TV, iPad, or toys, and provide access to those activities after they finish their meal. You might not have access to foods you or your child normally eats, and that's okay. Just do your best to find substitutes or options that are nutrient dense as replacements. For example, Ensure instead of whole milk, or adding instant carnation breakfast to whole milk. It is also okay to provide a few different options of foods if your child's preferences have shifted. So maybe offer a bite or two of different foods for every known preferred food. But remember that when you do introduce new foods, to consider allergies. A really important suggestion is to be positive with your child by providing praise for taking their bites and drinks. For example, if your child eats their meal within a reasonable time frame, allow them to play afterwards and tell them they did a really good job of eating their meal. If your child tries a new food or a food they won't normally eat, provide praise and follow your child's lead. If they ask for more, give it to them, but don't pressure them to eat more. And I know this one is tricky, but also try not to provide additional attention to those refusal behaviors, like saying, "Why are you not eating this?" or "You used to always like this." And lastly, prevent grazing if you can, so that your child has an appetite for meal times. One recommendation is to try to limit snacks to about 2 times per day. While you're making these adjustments, remember that all adjustments take time. So it's okay to make small changes to adjust to a new routine and to try things out. It doesn't happen overnight. For example, perhaps you want to work slowly on reducing snacking during the day. So you could set up a little basket with the number of snacks your kiddo can have for the day, and then slowly reduce it down to a goal number like 2 snacks per day. And lastly, please do not hesitate to reach out to your primary care provider to check in if you have concerns. For example, if your child is having irregular bowel movements, showing signs of dehydration, or you notice major changes in caloric intake, please reach out to a medical provider. Know that many people will experience changes in their diet during this time for many reasons, but it's okay to check with a professional if you have concerns. And thank you for watching.